Bint. Hey everyone, it's Kristi.
Well, you did. You got your fucking wish. It
I know.
happened.
I made that happen. So hey everyone, how are you guys doing? It's Kristi here. Welcome to an impromptu happy hour in response to an impromptu hangout Kevin did last night. So before we go any further, I want to welcome my happy hour co-host, Kev, Mr. P. Flogan. No, just K. Flogan. How are you doing tonight, Kev?
I'm very well, thank you. And this is something a reference that you will get later, and that people who've already watched the stream will get. But I'm nothing without you, Krista.
Right. I did see a Twitter comment about that, so although I've tried to embargo it as much as possible.
I'm nothing without you.
You had me at hello, and then like the Lego Batman movie.
And you had me at skint binned.
Yeah, and then skint bint at the end, yeah, or bint skint. No, skint bint. That's the way it goes. So, Kevin, you have had a really wild week. And I just want to say, you've been doing all this sort of troll fighting without me, and I need to catch up. So we're here tonight to talk about the lead up to this hangout. And then I haven't seen it yet, so we're going to watch it. And I'll live react, and Kevin will give me his reactions and thoughts of what was going on.
You've seen the first 2 minutes. I know that because I retweeted you advertising this stream rather than the other stream. Yeah, so yeah, it's been interesting. I've managed to get myself embroiled in something I had no interest in really getting embroiled in by doing one hangout, which, I mean, that's the thing. The man babies don't let it go, do they? Anyway.
No. Well, I want to say that this time I learned my lesson, and when I woke up and I saw a random stream from you popping up in my subscription feed, and it had Feckless Dimwit in it, and then I listened to the first 2 minutes. I thought, no, I'm not going to do what I did with Kraut and Tea and listen to the solo. I'm going to see if Kevin wants to do a hangout, and we're going to play through it. So, yes, tell me the history of this. What the hell is going on in your channel, Kevin?
Well, it went a bit mental. Right. Oh God, this is going to be a bit of a spiel, but here we go. Right, Comicsgate is a thing. It shouldn't, because it's bollocks, but it is. And Ethan Van Sciver, who is a guy we'll get to, I'll explain who he is in a second, but he was really upset that I compared it to Gamergate. But it is. I mean, it's basically Gamergate, but for comics instead of games. It's the same fucking deal. Man baby pricks annoyed that women and black people and gay people are now in the comics. Yeah, so that's the basic gist of it. That's the framework through which you can understand what's going on here, right? So Comicsgate's a thing. One of its leaders, insofar as they have leaders at all, is a guy called Ethan Van Sciver, who's a comics book artist and used to be quite a good and prominent comics artist, and he's still, as far as I'm aware, he's still a good artist. He's just a terrible human being, and he was sacked by DC Comics a while back, and I've subsequently, after all of this drama, I've been in contact or been contacted by people who've known him in real life and worked with him and said that he's an abusive piece of garbage, basically. But I already knew he was a terrible person before this, because he was involved with this Comicsgate thing and has gotten a reputation for being, as this is another the similarity with Gamergate, harassing mainly women and LGBT people online. He's a foul human being. Anyway, so I was recommended a video of Ethan's on YouTube about a week ago, or so, and it was a hangout he did called "Debating," quote unquote, Renfamous. Now, Renfamous is another person who's key to this. I'll explain that in a second. And it was this video. I just clicked on it because I thought, well, I hadn't heard of him for a while. Like it'd sort of gone quiet on the Van Sciver front. And I clicked on this, and it was him and a few of his ball lickers. And they really are the toadying, lackiest motherfuckers on the planet. Which is odd considering they're such massive homophobes, but they do enjoy sucking each other's dicks quite a lot on stream, metaphorically, of course.
Quite the pastime on that side of the fence.
Indeed. Yeah, the circle jerkery knows no limits with these people. And it was about this person called Renfamous, who I was sort of tangentially aware existed, but didn't really know of all that well. But I've gotten to know a little bit over the last few days. Literally over the last 3 fucking days. Anyway, so I saw that and I thought, well, that would be interesting, because I haven't really covered Comicsgate that much, because I was anti-Gamergate and actively so because I knew more about games. Comics aren't really my area of expertise, but it was certainly something of interest. And I'd mentioned it once or twice, but I'd never really done anything, on the topic. So I thought, well, I'll reach out a hand to Infamous and see if she wants to come on for a chat. So I did, and she said yes. I thought, okay, awesome. So I had her on, and I thought that we'd just have an interesting chat, and that was that. Ethan Van Sciver is a ridiculous egomaniac. He's obsessed with himself. He thinks he's the gift to the world, even though he's literally unemployable now. He's a grifter who's taken tens and tens of thousands of dollars for a comic book called Cyberfrog, which was due in November, and we're now at the beginning of February, and it's still not near done.
Oops.
So he's again another comparison with Gamergate there in the grift.
Why is he doing time on your channel when he should be delivering his product?
Well, not just that, but why has he done 4.5 hours of content on me and Ren in the last 3 days?
Get to work, mate.
It's not as if he's 3 months overdue.
You're on a deadline. Come on.
And
deliver.
Technically committing possibly a little bit of minor fraud. Anyway.
Do tell when you get to it.
Yes, I will do. I do mention it in the hangout. If we ever fucking get there, this story's going on forever. Right. Yeah. So I did the stream, and Ren Renfamous. It was a lovely person, as far as I can tell. She was derided. Unsurprisingly, had the Ethan and his crew of arseholes derided her quite unfairly, it seems to me. Yeah, she advertised that she was going to be doing the stream, which was technically on Saturday night, American time, Sunday morning, my time. And Ethan got a hold of this information because Ethan's fucking obsessed with Ren. Obsessed. To the point where he can't decide whether she's harassing him and wants to be left alone, or he demands that she talk to him. That's the thing. Again, it's a debate. You debate me. That's all these fucking idiots do. It's ridiculous. Even
and they
though,
don't mean
as
debate.
we're about to see, their kind of debate is shouting over people.
Exactly, that's it. It's not debate me, because a debate would have a formal question and a moderator and a time and opening and closing, and they just want to get people in a room and bully them.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I can understand perfectly well why Infamous doesn't want to discuss it with him, because she and I had a perfectly reasonable discussion. It was calm, rational. We discussed stuff. It was nice. Ethan was desperate to get on that stream, to the point where he stream sniped this and drove thousands of his fans to my stream, my channel, which helps me in the algorithm. So again, counterproductivity. Well done there, Ethan.
When I woke up, it had 6,000 plus views, almost 7.
Yeah, and it's nearly double that now, I believe.
Mm.
Again, YouTube doesn't care whether you love or hate a video. The fact you watched it and interacted with it. So the thousands of down votes, thank you. I'm fine with that. Yeah, and he was desperate to get on, begging to get on. I mean, he literally was in the stream. Get me on, and he was someone.
The sense of entitlement that, like him and Bering too tried that, didn't he? At some point. Just the sense of entitlement of I can bully my way onto a place I've not been invited because I feel like if I'm being talked about, I have to be there. That's not how it works, mate.
Yeah, the Bering one was. Do you remember when we did the stream with you and the slideshow of basically proving that you were innocent of his nonsense?
Yeah, and he wanted to disrupt it and take it over and take it off track. Yeah. That's what. So
yeah,
and this is what he wanted to do with your discussion as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And someone made the point because he was basically stamping his feet and throwing a temper tantrum because he wasn't getting his way. And someone said, "It seems that no is the N word for white men on the internet," which I thought was quite a spicy little barb, a line in his direction. Yeah, so he did that, and it's about an hour and a half of that nonsense. But I'd said. Because we'd been arguing on the day before me and Rem had done the stream, and I'd said to him, if you want a right of reply stream, even though I don't have to give you that, I'm more than happy to do so. I'm free on Monday. So this was last night, or technically this morning as we record it. But anyway, yeah, you get the idea. But Monday night American time.
Yeah.
But I'd offered him that on Saturday, and he outright declined. He said, no, I don't want it. So I'd not prepared anything. I thought, okay, that stream isn't happening. Fine, whatever. I'd moved on. Then someone brought this up on last night on Twitter. Isn't he supposed to be streaming with you today? I wonder is he busy? I wonder what he's up to. A little joke in his direction, to which I said, yeah, he's probably working on his awful Cyberfrog comic, I'm sure, because he definitely isn't grifting here. He's definitely going to
No.
actually produce this comic. It's going to happen,
Yeah,
definitely, of course.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And he didn't take well to that. I said DM me and we'll talk, and he was going, "You're taunting me. You're." Apart from the fact that he'd already done a stream where he attacked Renfamous for her looks, because again, that's the way to get around the accusations of misogyny is to attack her for her looks, definitely.
Oh yeah, when they don't have an argument, they go after you personally. That's why Carl on the second stream almost immediately went to personal questions because he literally has nothing else. Neither does this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and and sent people there, several of whom said they would rape her, and that's a point of contention,
What?
which we'll get to in a sec. Did you get to that part in the stream yet?
No, 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 no. Like, as soon
Ah,
as he complained about the title, I was laughing so hard I had to pause it anyway.
well, this gets brought up, and his answer is, remember how remember I wouldn't even rape you. The Carl comment. Just bear that in
Unfortunately.
mind. Bear that
All
in mind
right.
is all I'll say for when we get if we
Mhm.
ever get round to this fucking stream. Um,
Well, this
uh,
is good background. I don't know any of
yeah,
this good goss, so.
yeah, and of course, I had I had loads of super chats. Thank you. The super chats amount to nearly a week's wage in my regular job, so thank you for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Moron.
Can I sorry butt in? And just say I saw someone they were complaining that you weren't reading out the super chats, and I replied back, and I'm like, he never says that he will read out
Yeah,
the super chats. In fact, he doesn't read out super chats in most of his hangouts.
yeah,
And but you can't sort of throw money at him and then get mad that he doesn't do what didn't say he was going to do.
yeah.
He's
Well, yeah,
not a performing animal or something,
yeah.
He's
Point me to the terms of service that say I have to.
yeah.
I
You just
don't.
gave a donation.
Yeah, exactly.
More
Anyway,
for you.
and especially because I had two of those super chats were telling Ren to go kill herself.
See, we need a system to report things
Yeah,
like that ourselves as
yeah.
creators.
And I just want to say, and you can call me a virtue signaling beta cuck if you wish, but the money from those two super chats, along with I'm going to double the money as well from the rest of the super chats, is going to go to a suicide prevention charity because I don't want any part of that money. Which is, and someone said, "Oh, that's good thinking." But this goes back to, do you remember when I was on the Andy Warski stream with Sargon and Richard Spencer, and I gave the money to the Holocaust, the Auschwitz Memorial
Yep.
Museum?
Yep.
Yeah. So I've been through this ethical quandary in my mind before.
This
So
is
it's
what I don't
basically the
know.
same
Yeah.
thing.
This is the other thing. These guys, they don't know us, but we've been through Sargon. You have been through the alt-right. We have, our battle scars and our armor is tough. And when these guys roll up, I just laugh at them. Like, you don't intimidate me. You just
Yeah.
seem really,
Well, he
you're
was.
rehash. I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, he was trying to play the big I am. Well, he said he's got 100,000 subscribers. He hasn't. He's got 95,000. But I said, "Well, I've taken on bigger fish than you, motherfucker, and I'm still here." And
And then
he was really upset with that because he doesn't like Sargon. Unsurprisingly, two man babies that don't get on. What a surprise.
yeah.
He doesn't like Sargon, so I was just like, I've been on Sargon's channel. I've been on channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't give a fuck about you. You're nothing. And he was
Anyway.
really offended because he thinks he's so special. Even though, unless you've got like seven figures, unless you can hit the million mark, YouTube
Yeah.
don't know who you are.
No.
YouTube don't give a fuck. They'll get rid of you in a heartbeat, you little.
They'll give
fucking
you a little
slime ball.
plaque and they'll give you a bit
Yeah.
better customer service, but no. And also, if he's so big, what does he care? A channel of 10,000 subs, why is he even bothering except that he's so hypersensitive?
Yeah, exactly. I kept saying to him, he's Streisand affected the fuck out of this one. If he'd just kept his mouth shut,
Yeah.
I'd have gotten usual regular figures, nothing special. He drove thousands of people to watch it. I've gained about 200 subscribers or something. Ren's done well on Twitter and just gotten bigger people in the industry to contact her and got interviews lined up and all sorts. Like, he's helped us both out enormously by being a fucking petulant man baby who, like I said, I didn't even say you can't come on my channel. I said you can't come on this one particular stream. And because of that, all of this has sparked off.
I
So
know
anyway, yeah.
from my side, I didn't know. I mean, I'd heard of Comicsgate or Comic Gate. Which one is it?
Skate.
Oh, plural. Okay. But I hadn't heard of his name in particular, and I didn't know Ren either. And I saw that you'd done the hangout with her, but I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet. And I started seeing the reaction before I'd actually watched her appearance. And the entire impression was, man babies. That's all it was. And so that was my first introduction to him, and this opening salvo that he has here, but we're going to get to. But anyway, I just want to say, yeah, I can see how the whole Streisand effect thing, because it was like the Gillette ad, the sort of the reaction got more judgment than the actual thing that set it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, he was crying in DMs about, oh, you're taunting me, you're
Oh yeah,
taunting
that
me.
too. Yeah, who
So
cares?
anyway, so I said, okay, well, give me a minute, I'll set something up.
You're taunting me? Seriously?
Yeah, he said, well, he's not just that, he said it in capital letters as well. You're taunting me.
It's like, you're taking the bait. It would have
Yeah.
been my reply. But
I
I'm
just went, no,
snarky
I'm
like that.
joking with you. And this is the thing, the hypersensitivity of that, and you're about to see when he actually first sees the title of the stream,
Oh
his
yeah, they
reaction
said
to that.
that was
Imagine
precious.
the things he and his friends on the streams he's done, because he's done 2 streams about me now, or 2 streams about me and Ren and all of this, and a video, a part 1 to presumably a series where he's going to respond to Ren in a hangout, because he's not obsessed at all.
Not at all,
Obviously
no.
not. No, no, no.
He really just wants to be left alone.
And bear in mind, he's I believe he's a parent as well. So I mean, it's not as if he's got anything else better to do with his time.
Yeah,
No,
like
clearly not. He just focus on a little British YouTube channel. Definitely, that's a fair and reasonable thing to do. Anyway, yeah, bear in mind that he and his friends have called me and Ren all kinds of things, including, like I say, rape threats. And wishes of suicide, telling her to commit suicide. I've been accused of being a child molester by several of his fans, and yet he gets butt hurt by my very mild jibe.
I think the worst I've seen is him being called a man baby. Is
Mm.
Really, that's the worst. And people laughing at their overreactions, and they're saying those kinds of things. Dangerous. And he should be saying to his viewers, "Don't say this stuff. Don't associate with me if you do." And if he's not, and he knows about it, that means basically he was okay with it, which is shit.
This is the thing. I mean, you'll see with the rape comment thing how much he takes his responsibility seriously here. But also, I'm not asking him or anyone to take full responsibility for everything every one of his supporters does. Okay, because you're going to get some rogue people, some crazy bastards. But the thing is, all of his fans that I've interacted with have been, well, not all, 99% of all of the people I've interacted with him from Comicsgate have been human garbage. If you're only attracting scumbags to your cause, you really have to look at yourself in the mirror and think, what is it I'm doing that's so dreadful that I'm attracting just this kind of person?
I've had one instance where somebody tagged me into an attack on a person who was criticizing me. I won't name the target. And went after them in a very, Dave, in a very personal way. And my response was like, say you're sorry. Like, this is not acceptable. There are better things that you can criticize this person for than this. So you, as a creator, you do have a power to set an example and a standard and a threshold of decent behavior that you won't go beyond, and not just do, oh, I can't control my fans. No, you take a public stance on that, because then the people who are your fans will also say that to those people.
Yeah.
Like, knock that shit off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people who don't do that do it because they like the bullying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that, and like I say, the comparisons with GG are significant. Let's put it that way.
Right.
So anyway, yeah. So this is the stream, and I just on the hoof, because like I say, I hadn't prepared anything, right? I hadn't prepared any notes, any questions, anything, because he'd said no when I offered it on Saturday, and then he devied his way onto this stream, and so I went with the title that you can see there.
Okay. Oh, I put it on you because I hadn't introduced it yet. But yeah, this is the title, an impromptu stream with Feckless, Dimwit, Ethan Van. What's his last name?
Skyver.
Skyver. Oh yeah,
Van Skyver is his name. I presume it's some sort of.
It's over
Dutch
here
extraction
in this thumbnail called Ethan Skyver is thirsty AF.
Which he is, because he'd literally that was the stream he'd sniped. Which you can see they've got 11,000 views, which is significantly more than the rest of my fucking videos get.
Yeah, I think it's more than you have subscribers. So he's just driving all kinds of, you're like 100+ % relative to your subscription rate.
Yeah,
for that
he's a bizarre character. And like I say, he was throwing a hissy fit for the last 3 fucking days. Well, 2 days, whatever now. No, 3 days, because, all of Saturday.
Yeah.
We'd actually set it up on the Friday, and Red announced it and all of that. So, yeah. He's been throwing a hissy fit because I said no. And as we're about to see with his rape comments, no doesn't necessarily mean no in Ethan's world.
Well, before we go into that darkness, can we just also take a moment to admire your choice of thumbnails on the Kraut screen and the Kraut Snipe stream?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was feeling the warm glow of a blood-soaked morning erection, so I thought I'd go with the split banana.
People who've watched the stream all the way to the end will get that joke. The rest of the world will be very confused.
Very confused, but probably slightly turned on. Let's be honest. It's a sexy image. Anyway, so let's Let's
now chat. I've got my tablet in front of me, so I'll be looking. Let me know if there's a problem with the balance between my voice, Kevin's voice, and the recording. So,
but it's interesting as well. I should point out that you mentioned tablet. Ethan, even though he's a big noise, he's got such a massive YouTube channel. Obviously, that when he was stream sniping us, he was literally just pointing a camera at a tablet. He couldn't even work out how to screen share my stream on his show.
Oh, I've never used this phrase, I don't think, but that's so boomer.
That is the boomerest boomer thing I've ever seen.
I couldn't figure out screen share.
No, he was just filming a tablet of our stream whilst he and his friends giggled. Yeah, and you just think, you fucking dick. Yeah, you're a big time YouTuber, Ethan. Definitely. Fuck off, man.
You've really got the skills, man. That's hilarious.
Screen share involves clicking 2 buttons, man.
You just have to hover your mouse over it. It even tells you what it is. There's like a pop-up tooltip there, mate.
Yeah.
Or read a webpage.
What is the little hand? What does that do? Oh no, I've clicked the wrong thing. Oh, it's disappeared. It's gone forever. No. Anyway.
Oh boy, this guy is just really coming across as a winner. He's like a Trump winner.
Oh, he's a big Trump fan.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
Surprisingly. I know. Mad, isn't it?
All of this picture is starting to come together now. Okay.
A racist, sexist man, baby. Of course he's a fucking Trump supporter.
Yeah, true.
He couldn't not be.
Yeah. All right. And away we go.
Hello there, everyone. This is, as the title would suggest, an impromptu.
Oh no, it's louder.
Ethan Van Skyver. Hello there, Ethan. How you doing, Kevin? Very well. Look at this, an impromptu stream with Feckless, Dimwit, Ethan Van Skyver. What a fucking asshole. I'm a guest on your stream, Chris.
That was where I stopped it.
So you didn't even see, you saw 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Not 2 minutes, sorry. No, I stopped it there. It sounds so good. I want to hear it again, actually. Can we go back?
Turn it up ever so slightly. It's a little bit quiet.
Fair enough. I will do. It's hard to judge, but yeah, again, I've kind of turned it up on the speakers, and I'll turn it up on the internal sound too. So, all right, here we go. It's so perfect. Like, I want that to be my ringtone.
And okay. Look, but bear in mind, like I say, his reaction to this is so extreme. He goes, "You fucking asshole," even though he's literally called like, I can't remember the exact phrase. It doesn't really matter. He'd been very, very sexist about the appearance of my guest. So again, and has called me all sorts of names, and his fans have, sent rape threats, which again gets brought up, and we'll see what his reaction to that is, to see whether there's a kind of juxtaposition between the offence he likes to give out and the fact he can't take it back, and all of that. Okay, and I've been called a child molester by his fans, and we'll see how he reacts to all of that.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, because had he visited your channel and just read through some of the titles, I mean, it's quite clear that you don't give traditional titles to your videos. They're always very Kevin. And this one, I mean, I saw it. I had to click on it because, I mean, it's so British. Feckless, Dimwit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful English.
It's poetic. I didn't want to swear, so I thought I'll go with Feckless because he is irresponsible and stupid, so it works.
And it makes you, and it just shows how much clever you are. Him. But it is true. The phrase "Feckless Dimwit" is quite enjoyable to say. Try saying it out loud at home.
That's like a Dickensian put down.
Yes. Yes. It's very Charles Dickens. All right, here we go. Let's hear that one more time.
With Ethan Van Skyver. Hello there, Ethan. How you doing, Kevin? Very well. Look at this, an impromptu stream with Feckless, Dimwit, Ethan Van Skyver. What a fucking asshole. I'm a guest on your stream, dickhead.
I'm a guest on your stream. He's begged me to come on the stream.
He's whining already. Like, if he had any sense of humor, he would have laughed at it. But no, he just takes it immediately, like the sour.
The thinness of skin is just ridiculous.
Can we hear it one more time?
By all means.
All right, let's go back. All right, this will be the last time, I promise. It's just so juicy and so sweet in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Hello there, everyone.
Yeah.
This is, as the title would suggest, an impromptu stream with Ethan Van Sciver. Hello there, Ethan. How you doing, Kevin? Very well. Look at this, an impromptu stream with Feckless, Dimwit, Ethan Van Sciver. What a fucking asshole. I'm a guest on your stream, dickhead.
Yeah,
you've been...
Okay, all right, so thank you, everyone, for indulging me. That was just for me. That was so good.
Yeah, it is nice.
It is.
He
Okay.
responds to me calling me a feckless dimwit by calling me an asshole and a dickhead in the same sentence. I mean,
He's very against insults, Kevin.
He is. He wants to keep this professional.
Yes, quite.
But the thing is, I'll just point out, right? I wouldn't have called if I had done the stream. If he'd agreed to the stream on Saturday when I first offered it, I'd have done it. I'd have had a proper serious conversation with him because I'd have had time to prepare like questions and materials, maybe some screenshots of stuff and whatever. Right? I'd have put like a show together. And I wouldn't have called it Feckless Dimwit. I would have just said like a stream with Ethan Van Sciver.
Yeah.
Or a stream about Comicsgate or something, But yeah, the fact that he decided to diva his way on at short notice, I thought, no, fuck him.
Yeah, why not?
I'm just gonna a mild jibe, which he took so badly. Like, what a fucking petulant little child he is.
Oh, he starts off out the gate, petulant child.
Yeah.
110%. That's why it's so I didn't want to go any farther. Like, I just wanted to preserve that moment and then save the rest of it. So here I am, all fresh, new reaction and Kevin's commentary. So here we go.
You've been no, I won't be changing that. What are you doing? You've been thirsty as fuck to get on this stream, mate. I thought you'd be delighted. Presumably, Ethan's gone off to
No, I'm right here, dude. Hold on a second. I'm trying to work this out. All right,
okay.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just trying to
What
avoid
the
some
hell?
fucking dead
Wait,
air.
I don't know what he was trying to sort out. He was trying to sort out some technical thing. And so I was just going to have a mild job about him presumably doing some drawings for his fucking comic book that he's definitely going to do. But he sort of cut me off about halfway through. But I just didn't want dead air.
Yeah, of course.
That's obviously not a great thing. It's not so bad if you're on your own because people understand, look, it's one person. You've got to breathe and things. But in a conversation, you don't really want dead air. That's not great. So I was just trying to avoid that. And
And just as an awkward silence, like I was like, did he run
Boomer
away?
Ethan presumably was like, where is the sound coming from? Oh no.
Is that coming out of my tablet? Wait.
Who is the voice in the little speaky box? No. I don't know. But I don't know what he was doing, but it was whatever.
Yeah, so first he gets offended, then he goes quiet, and then he can't figure something out. This is a great start to the
Yeah. Also, I love the fact I do love that picture of Rory because he looks so derp. Just
yeah, that's the emotion.
He's a simple beast, a simple little chunk beast.
Yeah, adorable. All right, let's get back to the less adorable.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I do. But I was just saying, you've been thirsty as fuck to get on my channel over the last few days. So I thought you wouldn't have minded.
It must be because you're a big star, Kevin.
I like ribbing from a title. You seem to be rather offended by that, which is interesting because your fans seemed very intent on saying how much they wanted to rape Brenfamous when I had her on the stream. So that's interesting. The juxtaposition between them.
Who said they wanted to rape Brenfamous?
Several of the people that you sent to Brigade the stream that I did with her the other day.
Well, that's horrible. I can't imagine anybody saying that. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting, isn't it? So, but I thought it seems like
it'd be even worse to say they wanted to rape you. It's about equal. It's disgusting.
Oh, is that was a funny? He was making
that was a funny, yeah. Because again, he wouldn't even rape her because she's not worth raping. Apparently that's his takeaway from the situation.
I guess what gave me a moment of thinking he was actually a decent human being was that he didn't smuckle.
He didn't smuckle, no.
So he didn't give it away immediately, and then he exposed what a complete piece of garbage he is.
Yeah, I wonder why no one wants to employ him. To shock her, and I wonder why his wife left him. It's just one of those mysteries. It'll never be solved.
We can speculate, but I guess we'll have to just speculate forever. All right, shall we go on?
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. You're real quick on your feet there. So what the fuck do you want?
Well,
I had someone contact me on Twitter about that. I won't say who, but someone reasonably high up in the comics industry who said that they genuinely laughed out loud when I said, "What the fuck do you want?"
Nice.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
Yeah, good. If you can make you're very funny, Kevin. That's why I enjoy doing the happy hours, because we can take bullshit like this and laugh at it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's keep going.
Just sitting there looking at my Twitter feed, and I saw you still talking like, hey, Ethan said he wouldn't come on and talk to me Monday.
So yeah, I don't get why he's so hypersensitive that you mentioned his name. This seems to be a problem for him, that someone's speaking of him, even on Twitter, disparagingly.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He did say he didn't want to stream with me. He didn't want to come on my shitty little channel, talk to me. And he does actually mention this later on. He says, "Oh, I didn't even want to come on your channel and talk to you," as he was on my channel talking to me. Okay. Well, why are you here then? What are we talking about?
Oh, it's like Sargon came into your house, Kevin, and it didn't go so well. And then Kraut and Jeff tried coming in your house, and it didn't go so well. This guy.
Why were all these men trying to come in my house? Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna make
Weird.
like a psycho joke, or like some sort of horror film joke, but you went right for the other interpretation. So
Yeah. Exactly.
that's a typical
Why are all
happy hour
these?
line.
Yeah, well, because now Psycho, you're just thinking, oh god, am I in the shower while they're coming as well? This is
That was probably too annoying. Sorry, everyone. All right, yeah, let's get on with him complaining about the fact that people on Twitter talk about people, which is all that's what Twitter is. So
yeah, it's not as if he spent 3 days bitching and being a passive aggressive little cockhead about me and Ren. No,
And
that's fine.
Were you like tagging him into stuff and initiating?
No. I haven't tagged him into anything. A lot of his fans have tagged him into stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, his fans seem intent on driving him crazy, bizarrely.
The little narcs. Looky, Senpai, notice me.
Oh, yeah, some of them are really pathetic. I mean, they really are. Oh, please notice me, everybody. I've got so much going on in my life. I'm so interesting.
This is just like 2015, 16 Sargoons all over again.
Yeah.
Seen it, done it. Okay, hitting play.
Yeah, and I was like, it's Monday. Ethan said I guess, I don't know, he's afraid to talk to me.
No, I didn't say you were afraid to talk to me. I said
somebody did, and you went, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Well, Kevin, I'm right here. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting that I really think that anybody who watched your stream on
including you did, yeah,
on Saturday. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he and his friends watched a screenshot, a shot of his tablet playing our stream. Yeah.
Or did they have headphones that they were passing around and taking turns listening?
I don't know. I think they had a stenographer doing some drawings and stuff, and they had a Morse code message relaying the script and stuff to people. That was, fair enough.
Yeah, they're
I
cutting
think
edge.
they started doing
that
smoke signals at one point. It was very strange.
Yeah, cutting edge. This guy. All right.
Watch it. It was funny. We laughed. Thought you guys made a fool of yourselves, and not only that, what was amazing, Kevin, and I'm not sure that anybody could have done this, and I'm paying you a compliment here. You did what a lot of people wanted to do, but were incapable of doing. You got Renfimus. Somehow you convinced Renfimus to come out of hiding and actually be on a stream live and actually talk rather than using Twitter.
Well, what he means is, Kevin, it's impressive that you're not a piece of shit garbage human being that Ren would actually have a productive conversation with. Yeah. That's what he just said.
Yeah, and it's also interesting because I mean, she said she doesn't want to debate anyone on YouTube, but if they want to meet up at a con and do a proper actual debate where he can't just shout over her, that she'd do that. He's turned that down. So who's in hiding?
Him. Yeah. He's in hiding.
Yeah.
If he won't face her, then he's the one backing down. Yeah. Exactly. She takes the win on that one.
And it's not as if he's working on his fucking long overdue comic or anything, because he's spending his hours and hours talking about me. Because he literally did a 2.5 hour stream. Because later on he starts shouting over me and stuff, so I'll just boot him because it wasn't going anywhere. And he did a 2.5 hour stream immediately after this, called "Booted from Kevin Logan's Stream," where he and his friends where he licked his wounds and his friends licked his balls.
More of that circle jerk.
Yeah, I mean, it was so pathetic.
Oh my! Wow, thin-skinned, or as you say, grifter, or
Yeah.
both.
A little bit of both, yeah,
Yeah,
certainly.
I think so. White shoes. That's what I say.
That's interesting.
because
It's
you
interesting
did
that you
that-
say come out of hiding there,
Because you did that. Right?
because
No. Because she
she's
wouldn't
literally
before.
offered
She
you.
actually called Kevin. She called YouTube a Nazi hellhole. So somehow you convinced her that like YouTube was safe and it was a good idea.
Jesus, it's a Nazi hellhole because there are lots of Nazis around.
Yeah, there are.
Many of them in your fan base, Ethan. But I'm not a Nazi. That's why she came on my show.
That's a very simple concept. Why does he struggle with it?
Yeah, you need brain cells, don't you?
Oh, dang it! You're right.
Mm.
You're right. You're right. Okay, here we go.
Idea for her to come out and to actually talk to somebody, and she trusted you, Kevin. She trusted you with her reputation. She trusted you to keep her mystique intact, and you fucking destroyed her, dude. You annihilated Renfamous's whole mystique, her whole reputation.
You're so.
Do you even know what he's talking about here?
This is basically a self-defense mechanism, a psychological self-defense mechanism, where he wants to pretend that the stream went really, really badly, and you destroyed Renfamous's career, even though she doesn't actually work in comics. She's an accountant, so I don't know how it could possibly have done that. And of course, you were so desperate, so salty and desperate to get on the stream that in order to protect his ego, he's now going, well, this was a victory for me, even though I spent an hour and a half screaming to get on a show that they didn't let me get on.
I didn't finish it because it was long. I think it was on when on Sunday I was on doing a lot of live shows was when I was catch it. Anyway, but I watched at least 20 or 30 minutes of it. It was a pleasant conversation and a lot of shared experiences and describing the situation. So this is an alternate reality he's occupying here.
Yeah, well, he and his friends live in this total circle jerk bubble. This is what they do. They were, and that's the thing with this stream we're watching right now. They declared it a victory instantly, but they might as well have declared it a victory beforehand because that would have been just as honest. This is what they do. You can't ever admit that you did something wrong or made yourself look a bit of a twat. That's not allowed. Again, it's the Trump playbook, isn't it? You can't ever admit you did something wrong or that something didn't go perfectly.
And you just lie about the narrative and you keep telling the lie. And some people will just hear the lie and they won't have been here for the truth.
Yeah, but anyway, let's listen how a discussion about comic books ruined an accountant's career somehow.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Whole thing, look, dude. You're the one that's hiding, dude. You're the one that's hiding. She's offered you an in-person debate, and you're the one fucking skulking away from him, man. So you can go about, oh, you got her to come out of hiding. You're the one that's fucking hiding. She said she'll face you in person. You're the one that's
that would be just fine, dude. After, you know what? At first, I was like, I don't know. Maybe Renfamous is really scary. But then you took her out of hiding, and you showed everybody Renfamous.
This is where he's so full of shit because he spent ages. He flip flops between two modes. One is he'll say, "Oh, she's evil. She's bullying and harassing me," and he doesn't mean that in like a sarcastic way. He literally says she's the chief harasser of him. Right, to the point where he actually called the FBI on her.
What?
Yeah. And secondly, or she's pathetic. She's nothing. I don't even think about her. Those are the two. It depends on what mood he's in or what argument he needs to make at any given time. But those are his 2 points of position. And he'll often do it in the same Twitter thread. He'll make both arguments somehow.
Oh, by the way, he's now agreed to the debate, by the way.
Oh, has he? Oh, go.
Because he did say that. He said, yeah, I'll do it. Because apparently.
Oh, in this. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant they'd actually. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Not as news. I don't follow it that closely. But he has now agreed to the debate. But of course, he didn't say, okay, at this con or I'll be here or whatever. He just said it. I don't think he'll follow up on it because he doesn't seem like a guy who could actually stand his ground when he has to make arguments as opposed to intimidate people.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see as this goes on. He just shouts. He just shouts loudly and gets, well, not shouts, but he talks very loudly and tries to talk over people.
Old man shouts at clouds.
Yes, quite so. Quite so. Yeah, but that's interesting. Ren, you should push him on that and say, okay, well, let's set something up because this internet tough guy isn't going to actually fucking do it. No. It'd just be funny to see him crash and burn. You know?
He'll be the Tonka Saw of Comics Gate.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll flame out on stage. He won't appear. All right, here we go.
Well, why would you be prepared to face them on? Because you've said that she's harassing. Why would you want to go there?
Because everyone is under the impression, everybody was under the impression that Renfamous was like a PR goddess, that she really knew how to handle stuff like this.
Oh, shut the fuck!
And then
What is he talking about? Again, it's a sort of like straw manning. It's building someone up, as you say. It's this right-wing fascist tactic. They're amazing and they're weak at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. They've all continued consistently all the way through this to disrespect her and say how she's irrelevant. She doesn't even understand comics. She's this, she's that. But now he wants to do like, oh well, we all thought she was a fantastic PR expert. We thought she was we thought she was the Karl Rove of the millennial generation, and all this fucking garbage. But you showed her to be weak and pathetic. And he literally says, Comicsgate loves you.
Clearly from the hate you're getting, they love you.
Yeah, exactly.
If this is their love, they're abusive.
Well, yeah, well, indeed. Again, no wonder his wife left him. But it's an interesting.
Oh, Kevin, your sound.
It's basically trying to make me feel
your sound
bad.
dropped out there for a second.
Oh,
so
sorry.
It's basically, it's what?
It's basically a kind of reverse psychology thing. It's such a naked example of it that he's basically trying to make me feel bad for having done this, even though clearly it wasn't actually bad for either of us. It was bad for Ethan. But Ethan needs to make it look like we're the ones that I fucked up the situation somehow, even though we just had a nice conversation and Ethan ranted at the side whilst filming his iPad.
They are desperate for their Anita.
Yes. And Renfamous is,
she's being recruited by them to be their Anita.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so continuing.
Then you actually exposed Renfamous for who she is, and it was so funny, dude. It was.
Wait, a nice person who's fun to talk to? Is that what you exposed her as? Because that's what I saw.
Well, Ethan.
You mean person, Kevin. You're the second worst person in the world.
I am, but as we're about to find out, I'm nothing without the first worst person in the world.
Okay, this is going to be good, especially since he's building you up. You were so awesome with the Ren thing. You exposed her. They love you. You're amazing, Kevin. Right? He paid you a compliment.
I am pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah. So that's his position now. Let's see what he does. Does he flip-flop, Kevin? We'll see. Just don't tell me. No spoilers.
So funny.
Anyway,
listening to her talk about comics,
she
knows less about comics than you do. And your entire thing, dude, was like, please, let's make this about Gamergate. Let's make this about Gamergate again.
The similarities are very similar.
Let's make this about Gamergate because
repeating the same thing 3 times. He's very original.
Also, he got it completely wrong because I watched a little bit of his stream. He thought I was pro Gamergate.
How?
Because he's an idiot who doesn't understand the situation.
I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he literally thought I was pro Gamergate, so I was trying to make this about Gamergate so I could become relevant again. And I literally say to him, I'm not relevant. I've never been relevant.
You're not Sargon. You're not longing for 2.0.
Although he does actually bring that up. Yeah, we'll just play it. We'll see.
Okay. That was okay.
That's the last time I was relevant.
No, I've
you were like,
relevant,
please,
but you're the one that's pretending to be relevant.
So that I can sort of get some more airtime.
I'm so irrelevant, right? But yet you've been fucking thirsting like a little bitch to come on my stream for 2 days.
I couldn't wait to come on your stream, dude. Why? Honestly, this is fantastic. This is the biggest thing ever to be on with Kevin Logan's 10,000 subscribers after how long, dude? How long have you been on YouTube?
So why is he there?
Yeah.
This is a question. Like, answer that question. If it's such a small channel, Ethan, why are you there?
Yeah. If I'm pathetic and my channel's so irrelevant, and yet you've been begging to come on, that's really sad.
It's just typical abusive psychology.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. Okay.
About 3 years. But I don't pander to racist scum like you, so you've done very well.
3 years that you're on YouTube and you have 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I opened the channel last month and it has 10,000 subscribers.
You know why? Because he's followed by the same people who did Gamergate.
Yeah, basically. Well, I said, and it got kind of blunted out a little bit in the sound. I said, well, I don't pander to racist scum like you.
Yeah.
He's followed a very tried and trusted, well-trodden path and done well. Like as I said in the stream with Ren, if we ignore the morality for a second, he's done very well.
Yeah, I mean, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Ann Coulter, he's following in the footsteps of huge assholes, completely morally bankrupt people.
Yeah.
So that's not hard to appeal to assholes. That's not hard at all. Look around, honey badgers. Look at the YouTube.
Yeah.
There's lots of people like that. Okay.
subscriber.
don't pretend like you're something special. You've got 95,000. Who gives a fuck? You're still nobody.
I've only been doing this for a year. You've been doing this for 3 years, and you've got 10,000. No wonder you want this to be.
And yet here you are. And yet here you are.
No wonder
Yes.
you want this to be gamer. I'm here to dunk on you, dude. And also, no, I'm not here to dunk on you. I'm here to thank you.
See,
wait,
there
wait,
we
wait.
go.
You can't
I'm here
get
to
it-
dunk on you. No, I'm here to thank you.
You can't get his
fuck
story
off.
straight.
You
Oh my God.
disingenuous fucking idiots.
You know, Jeff Halliday was blackout drunk. What's his excuse?
Well, he was a little bit drunk, apparently.
Well, he's dumb
Not
or
blackout
drunk.
drunk. Apparently, he said he had 3 drinks or whatever, but yeah.
Well, his judgment is clearly poor after 3 drinks. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's based on a foundation of rational thought.
No.
I'm here to dunk on you. No, I'm here to thank you. Wait, what day is it?
How do I get the video recorder to work? Oh no.
Here, just play it on my tablet.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go watch that now just to laugh at that. All right, I'm gonna hit play again.
Why did you
Throwing
turn this
rental.
down on Saturday and then
Because
20 minutes
only
ago
you could have
decided
done it.
wanted to do this?
Only you could have done it. And what was so great about it was that I was just like, hey, dude, let me on there. I want to actually talk to Renfamous. And you, being an egomaniacal fuckhead potato, you thought I wanted to.
He's against insults, definitely. And also, by the way, if we can look at the thumbnail again. You're not exactly fucking Brad Pitt yourself. I'll just put it that way.
Honestly, if he's going for potato, I don't.
You look like someone's drawn a fucking frowny face and a shit little beard on someone's big toe.
Look, you know, in rap, one way that you can protect yourself from some of the disses is to talk about yourself and just admit your flaws. Kevin has a potato as one of his intros. You're not going to hurt his feelings. In fact, the fact that you're trying to call him a potato shows that you're sort of aware of it, and the fact that he doesn't take it seriously. That's what he's missing.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to be like the Gamergate of Comicsgate in the way that Sargon was for Gamergate. Even though you're literally stealing a Sargon line, because he was the one who originated the potato thing.
Well, so
Which
he's
I presume
also
he
not
must have
original.
stolen from someone else who probably called him a potato, and he went, "That's good, I'll steal that."
But seriously, trying to own you with potato is like trying to own me.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
my
general.
fucking intro. The potato
Yeah.
turns into a bearded
Crown.
fucking idiot with my
Crown.
name on it and a crown. And a crown.
Because
And a quick thank you to Captain Andy again for doing the animation on that.
yeah, awesome riff.
And the music. He's very
Yeah.
good.
Excellent. Tap. Yeah. All right. Hitting play.
To talk to you. You were like,
Dude,
I'll
you're
talk
the one
to
that-
you on Monday.
got the
I want to talk to
egomaniacal.
Renfamous. But it turns out I didn't need to. I just needed you to talk to Renfamous.
He's going about being egomaniacal, motherfucker. You've got less than 100,000 subscribers and you reckon you're some fucking big noise. Shut up. For fuck's sake.
Oh, he went quiet. Oh, he went quiet.
Well, no,
What's he going to say now?
This is the thing, right? I'm not entirely sure what happened here, right? I think he muted himself initially, and then me
All right.
trying to unmute him because I didn't realize I couldn't unmute him. I thought
Yeah,
when it was
sometimes
my
I've had that too when people have muted themselves or I
Yeah.
can't unmute them.
so I was trying to unmute him, and it must be one of those situations where you're waiting. Oh, well, this is showing how old I am. Do you remember when you'd want someone to ring you back, but they didn't ring you back straight away, so you'd pick up the phone to ring them, and you'd both be trying to ring each other, and neither could get through.
Yeah.
So it was sort of that situation where I was trying to unblock him, and trying to unmute him, and he'd unmuted himself, so I remuted him by accident. So we were there for about 30 seconds trying to unmute him. Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's very funny timing. So it's good to know the back. I don't know if you explained that.
So we both boomed it there.
Yes.
No, it was too
With
heated.
a
at
comedy
this
of
point.
errors.
It was too heated at this point for us to bother explaining quite what went on there.
Okay, so good. That's a sort of backstory to it
Yeah.
that nobody knew except the two of you until this stream. All right. Oh,
Ethan,
more silence.
he's muted. Hang on, can I unmute him? Yeah, this is a boomer on boomer crime.
I'm muting you. Wait, I just unmuted myself. You
No,
muted
apparently
me
I
again.
can't unmute you, Ethan. So you're gonna have to unmute yourself.
But you burped. That's
Little burp there.
well,
All right,
better
am I
than
here?
dead air, right?
You hear me?
Yes,
All right,
yeah.
what I was
Although I
saying
did,
was this,
I faced away from the microphone, so you only heard like the little deep breath. You didn't hear the actual burp. So
All right.
you're welcome, world. You're very welcome.
Kevin's being courteous.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't actually do that. You did that. Dude, could you bring SJW Spider-Man on your show?
Because
that's
now
another-
that you've destroyed.
That's another person.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's there is an actual account called SJW Spider-Man who's I've talked to a little bit since this, and not just since doing the stream with Ren, and he seems okay. I don't really know him well or anything. Well, I don't know Ren that well,
Right.
but they're on Twitter, and yeah, he says I can't remember the exact word he uses in a second, but you get the idea that he's built up this idea of these people as like demons. It's very, very strange.
What?
The distortion of these people's character that Ethan and his little bubble of maniacs have created.
He kind of sounds like a weird stalkerish ex-boyfriend who's met the guy that the woman he's crushing on is dating, and he can't decide whether he wants to hate him or like admire him and figure out how to be like him.
Yeah, Ethan, if you want some pics of outlines, just say, brother. We can sort something out. It's fine.
It's just his emotional swings are very, very weird here.
Or Ethan, you could work on that project that people have paid you tens of thousands of dollars to do. You lazy cunt.
It would be a better use of his time.
Yeah.
Really. Okay, here we go.
Renfamous. There's this other pestilence called SJW Spider-Man.
Pestilence.
Could you bring him on?
Yeah, that's not dehumanizing.
No, that's fine. Because he wants to keep it professional. He doesn't like insults.
Right.
He's just calling another human being pestilence.
Yeah. The man who was outraged, I tell you, at Feckless Dimwit is now...
Which, by the way, your irresponsibility and stupidity in all of this, I think that's proven my title to be poetic and correct.
Oh, definitely. This has been... Yeah, it was again, just spot on choice.
Yeah.
All right.
On the show and destroy his career too, live in front of a lot of people.
Also, then you could like, what is this thing about destroying the career? I don't even know what SJW Spider-Man does for a career, but how would it destroy his career?
This is a part of I noticed that in the Twitter thing I woke up to this morning because I got tagged into for some reason into some of these, and people going on about like destroying your YouTube career and your career. I'm like, it's a hobby, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do this for a living. But this is part of his, apparently there's like his discourse, is all about a career thing. It's like their little meme.
Well, that's because this whole thing has destroyed his career.
Oh,
No, he's unemployable now. No comic house is going to go fucking near him.
Oh,
Which
no,
is in the same way that no actual employer would ever employ Sargon now. They've said too much horrific nonsense for any PR department or HR department to go, yeah, we'll employ this. No, they're not going anywhere near you. They're not going to touch you with a shitty stick, mate. So basically, online is all they have now. Online is all they can do.
Right.
So any minor slight against them is like, oh, you're attacking my career. No, I don't.
It's a chance for them to play the victim.
Yeah. I've got like an actual job that I can do. This isn't going to affect any of that. I've said way worse than I ever said in the Ren stream, or this stream for that matter.
Yeah. And this is one of the things, if you've been doing YouTube videos and you're a creator, you start to know, even on Twitter, you can identify whose fans are trying to bait you or taunt you based on the kind of language they use.
Yeah.
You can tell a Bearing fan from a Sargon fan, or maybe there's some overlap, but they're picking up on one discourse and they're repeating the words of that particular.
Yeah, actually, an example from the Ren stream was they were saying that her voice was crackling every time she lied. Now, as far as I'm aware, she didn't lie. I can't fact check every claim she makes because she's talking about stories that I'm unaware of, right? Because I haven't followed the exact to's and fro's between the people and all the rest.
Right.
Which is one of the reasons I wanted to talk to her, to get that kind of backstory, that kind of the law, so to speak.
Hear her experience.
LORE, law. Yeah, so I can't claim to know all of that, but I didn't hear any crackle in her voice at any point, and it's only when I went and watched a little bit of the stream the snipe stream that he did, that he was saying, "Oh, her voice is crackling, her voice is crackling," and they all agreed. They were like, "Oh, yeah, her voice is crackling." So all of his supporters came onto my stream leaving comments. Oh, her voice is breaking up when she's lying. Oh, fucking hell.
Wow,
do you have any original thoughts, you people?
That's a little group think going on there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. All right. So, I mean, we've been going on forever, but we've only done 6 minutes. So happily, it's only like an 8.5 minute video.
Yeah.
This would have been like a 3-hour stream otherwise. All right, here we go.
Live stream that. You could live stream that. Doing that, Kevin.
You could live stream that.
And Kevin, the whole time that you do it, you're allowed to talk about Comicsgate as though it were Gamergate.
maybe somehow Gamergate 2 will come about. You and Sargon can work that out between you.
What?
Gamergate 2, and then you'll be relevant again.
He thinks I'm pro Gamergate. He had to be corrected in his own stream, which the butthurt stream he did literally directly afterwards. Because I'd finished up this stream and then went and looked at Twitter and found that someone had retweeted his link to his thing, so he set it up straight away. He didn't miss a beat in setting up the butthurt stream after this.
That's hilarious. Oh,
Amazing.
so thin-skinned.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, well,
You'll be relevant
you can live
again.
stream that. You can live stream that instead of...
Also, can I just say, dude, get your facts straight before you come at somebody.
Yeah.
You look like an idiot. Seriously, just do a little bit of research. Just fact check. Don't just go off of what you hear from your fans.
The dimwit part there.
It just confirms the fact that you don't do any research and you're an idiot. So
Working on
If we could just
Cyberpunk, aren't you?
if we could just get Comicsgate to be Gamergate again, then you will actually have a career. And
those guys are making Comicsgate like Gamergate by their behavior.
Yeah.
That was your point.
Yeah.
I'm
and
sure.
also, I'm not trying to make this into a career. Again, unlike you, I actually have employment opportunities in the real world.
Projection.
I haven't completely fucked any career opportunities for myself, unlike you, Ethan.
Yeah, this is definitely the projection. His emotional insecurities are coming out.
maybe something will happen with your YouTube channel.
Dude.
I'm supportive of you. Right now, Kevin, what you don't understand is that Comicsgate loves you.
Oh,
I don't
now
know if
you're
you
great
knew that,
again.
but Comicsgate actually loves you right now.
No, they don't. You're talking.
Oh no, they do.
Well, why
You
don't? Yeah,
destroyed
I'll get,
Pepper.
I'll get
We don't care about you. We don't know who you are.
I'll get
Nobody knows
SJW
who you are
Spider-Man
except for
on.
me because I love Kristi Winters. You're a fucking moron, and you destroyed Refimus's career, and everyone loves you for it.
You're a piece of shit, Ethan. It's just so funny. He's so pathetic in terms of hurling everything he can think of. It's like he wrote down all the insults he could come up with and put them on a piece of paper, and it's so nothing. He hasn't made a good argument. All he's done is attack you. It's pathetic. It's so pathetic. It's so trash. Oh my god.
Okay, I'll get
Everyone loves you
Spider-Man
for
on.
it.
You can stream it, right? Instead of working on Cyberfrog like you do, you fucking fraud. Yeah? How about that? Because that was due in November, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but it doesn't matter, dude. People are waiting for it because they're
It doesn't
waiting for
matter.
quality.
Yeah, it doesn't
Let me
matter.
explain something to you.
It doesn't matter that I've shafted my audience who gave me tens of thousands of dollars, and I'm 3 months late, and I don't care. I'm spending all of my spare time, or just all of my time in general, obsessing over a channel with 10,000 viewers, who I think is irrelevant, obviously, but I've done 4.5 hours of fucking content about in the last 3 days. Yeah, I'm doing all of that instead, so it doesn't matter. The people who funded me are irrelevant. They don't matter.
Yeah.
Now, just for a second, this whole Comicsgate thing was about how the industry doesn't give a fuck about the fans. The industry is taking advantage of the fans, and yet this is precisely what Ethan is doing with his fans. His fans, and I don't give a fuck about them. If you gave Eve a single cent to Ethan Van Sciver, you're a fucking arsehole. I don't really care about you. But the point is, they have given him tens of thousands of dollars to produce this fucking cybernetic amphibian fucking bullshit. And yet he hasn't fucking even come close to doing it. There's no date. There's no end in sight for this project. He is shitting on his own fucking people, the people who have given their own money, which is the only reason he's not in the fucking poorhouse right now, is because they're giving him money, right? If a major fucking art house had done this, he would be all over it like flies on shit about how they don't give a fuck about their fan base. They're treating them like garbage. They're just cash cows. And yeah, that's precisely what this motherfucker is doing.
I just stepped away from the mic because you needed your time.
Yeah, I needed to just let that go.
Yeah, and just as a follow-up, I was going to say to the people in the live chat or who watch this later who are standing for him, why? He just spoke truth. You know, he was so busy speaking off the top of his head. He actually had a moment of truth there. He doesn't give a shit about the people who gave him money. Why isn't that clip being circulated on Twitter? Maybe it should be.
Maybe it should.
Maybe it should be. And then he can explain his career to the people who fund him and why he doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, why they don't matter. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't have a dog in this fight, but it seems to me you guys are being screwed and he's laughing at you.
Yep.
So.
About comics. There is there's no shortage of comic books right now. They're all bad. They're all bad. We're waiting for a good one.
But at least they exist.
Cyberfrog's excellent. I show it to everybody. It made 600 and
fucking hell.
So when you booted him.
Yeah, I just thought because he's just shouting now.
Yeah, at that,
There's
he was.
Yeah, fuck him.
And he literally brought no arguments. He didn't
No,
talk about
he was just
any
speaking over
incident.
me. If he'd let me
Yeah.
speak, I'd have just carried on. Like with Jeff. Jeff
Mhm.
allowed me to actually speak a little bit, so I was like, okay, I'll just keep going. Fuck it.
All right. Sorry, I will get your reaction live, and then I'll stop sharing.
Well, that was a waste of fucking time. Anyway, yeah, go back to actually working on Cyberfrog. You fucking fraud.
And then you go pip pip. Oh.
No, I just left it there. I just thought, oh, fuck it, I can't be bothered. But anyway, I think what we should do is go and watch some of his the stream sniping stream, so you can see his filming the iPad thing.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do.
Because you wanted to see that, so let's
yeah. Let me set it up though, because I got to find it now. So yeah, but
well,
so,
I'll talk while you find.
Yeah, tell us about the Twitter reaction after that.
It was fine, really. I mean, it was the same that it was before, to be honest. People were like, his fans all loved it and thought it was brilliant because he destroyed you. He destroyed the SJWs forever.
Kevin, sorry to interrupt. And I know that this guy's huge. He's big. He's so important. But what's his channel name?
Well, it's Comics Gate. Oh, no. Comic Pro Artist or some bollocks.
Okay. All right. I'll search for that now.
Something like that. Or Comic Artist Secrets or something. I don't know. Anyway, but it's not called Ethan Van Sciver, whatever it is. But you've seen the logo on from the Hangout, so it's if you see that, it should come up if you type in Ethan Van Sciver. It should. Come up.
Is it Comic Artist Pro Secrets?
That's the one.
Yeah. Okay. I know. Unlike Carl, I know how to use a search engine.
You do well. Yeah.
I typed in 2 words this time.
Advanced technology.
Yeah. Exactly.
Go. Yeah.
All right. So share that. Lock. And kicked from the Kevin Logan stream. All right,
That's the Butt Hurt stream.
Is okay. And then this is the sniping.
So
which one did you want?
That's stream sniping Mike Miller. That's another one. A comic skater who forged the signature of a dead man or something. No, we go back a couple of videos because he puts out such quality content that it's 3 or 4 a day.
Wait, what? 3 or 4 a day? This guy's got a delivery product to deliver.
See, that's where is it?
It's not kicked from Logan's rebutting Rumpiness.
No, that's part 1 of his new series. Apparently, it's the one that Noggin Jogging an SJW live stream about me.
I associate that phrase with Medicare. Does he steal that too?
No, hang on. Is this the right one?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh no, that's the video he put out before, isn't it? Hang on.
An SJW live stream.
Comics Gate, Ethan Van Sciver, and Renfamous. I think that's
okay.
The one, isn't it?
All right.
I think that's the one.
All right. So scroll. That's the one. You think? That's the
so,
date, right? It was the 2nd of February. Today is the 5th.
I think so. I don't know. Just look forward into the thing, and we'll. No,
all
because
right.
It's going to be right at the very
Hello.
start. Just click on the time button, click forward till we get to a point where it's.
the tablet. Oh, I want to see this. Is that it? No.
No.
Is some dude is looking at.
There we go. That's literally him watching it on a tablet. Let's just click on it and let's just watch just a random minute of him.
I can hear.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Kevin.
All right, I can hear too many people.
So anyway, yes.
Oh, he doesn't have his speakers off. He's getting an echo.
Good. All right, hold on a second.
Where's the big player?
This is boomerism taken to a new level. You can't even film a fucking iPad properly.
Hold on a second. Let me turn on my camera.
Let me turn on my camera.
Sorry, that's not something I should be talking about. I fully understand.
Yeah, we've all put on weight.
Yeah.
I don't know. You get your weight critique going, don't you?
Okay. Does he know how to lock the screen?
My name is Ren.
Your name is Lauren.
Yeah, he loves doxing her, by the way. That's a constant thing.
All right, can you guys hear it?
A little bit.
Oh, this
Could
is
stand
ridiculous.
to have a little bit more volume.
Let me see if I can get it anymore.
Look at this professional setup. Look at
Oh,
this, people.
Jesus Christ. So he didn't turn the camera on. He had an echo. It's far too low for anyone to actually hear. The camera's so badly positioned that Ren's now got a fucking lamp in the middle of her face. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, I want to say, like, in the last Sunday live show I did, I screwed up the OBS. I forgot to do a transition, and so people like saw me
But
leave and
he's
go
not
get
this.
coffee.
He's not doing OB. This is just like
Right,
a fucking
exactly.
hangout.
But if you've seen that software, it is complicated, and I use the studio mode, and yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean,
And
this is
all you've got to do is screen share.
literally
Click screen share, screen, click on your own, and then
did
pull the
nobody
window up.
else in the chat know how to screen share too? Because
Well, he's a big YouTuber. He's a big YouTuberist, Kristi. He knows all of this, I'm sure. I'm sure this is just a
This is
very, very
amazing.
elaborate troll.
Oh wow, this is like the crowd thing again. Is this the real life?
Yeah, this is amazing. Let's see if he can get his setup going. Come on.
All right. Also, look
let's
at
have
this
a look.
amazing background. Is that like an exercise bike that he's got?
I don't know. That's probably where he hangs the corpses. I don't know.
And some posters going on there. But people gotta like think about what you put in your backgrounds.
Commentator on the
That's
comic
awesome
skate.
sound.
That's as best as I can do.
I don't throw the word
Nice,
debacle
nice.
around very
And
often.
when you
I
framed it so
call
beautifully.
Look at this big white light.
Like, not just that, but
reflecting.
the bottom of the screen is cut off.
Yeah, because you should.
Oh, this is but we've got a nice picture of his exercise bike in the background.
Yeah, that's perfectly. That's
Yeah,
perfectly
we've got plenty of that, and we can see for some reason his other laptop he's got open there as well. That's
apparently
essential.
he's got 2 tablets
We
and
need
he's
to
ready
see
to type
that.
at a moment's notice. He's taking notes, Kevin.
Exactly.
He's a proper stalker.
Well, he's taking he's kicking ass and taking
He's
names.
time stamping it as it goes.
Probably.
All right.
I think that's fitting.
Oh my goodness.
But, um,
It's so weird to see her like live, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
He
if you can
sounds like a
see her.
fanboy.
Yeah,
He
it's
sounds like a
very strange.
fanboy. It's so strange. Like, oh
It's so
wow,
strange to see her in person.
I know. I can't believe we
It's
got
almost like
tickets
you
to
can
the
reach-
concert.
It's almost like you can reach out and touch her. She's right there.
Hey, can I just say, I found out that the former YouTube rapper, now proper rapper Token, is going to be in Germany, and I'm seriously thinking about going to one of his shows, which would be awesome. So then I could do the like, oh my gosh, I can see him in person. But it would be somebody who's like.
Anyway, I don't
working
think he
at
improves from there. Should we skip forward a little bit and see if he actually frames the picture properly at any point?
Oh, sure. Oh, I can. You want me to scrub it or just?
Yeah, no, we don't need to actually play it. There we go. No, it's still the same.
No, actually, I think he tilted it up. I think it was tilted. That was too far back. There was the white bar, and then I think he adjusted it. Yeah, he must have turned the
Slightly.
light off. He turned the light off.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn the light off.
Oh, his other camera's gone off. No, the other laptop's dead.
Oh yeah, it went to sleep or something.
'Cause
Oh,
we
but
need-
he did manage to do. He knows how to lock a screen, unless nobody's talking, but they are, I'm sure. So if he can do that, why can't you just screen share the live? Oh, mate. Yeah.
Oh, this is the boomeriest fucking thing. Also, we can
Lecture.
see half of a picture of that's possibly some sort of relative just above the top left of the screen.
Yeah.
There we go. Need to see that definitely.
Yeah.
That's
And
essential.
is that a Green Lantern poster?
Very possibly. I believe he worked on the Green Lantern series. Or
Oh,
something.
before he got his ass fired.
Yeah.
Right.
Certainly not. Certainly, he's got no fucking chance of ever working on it again. That's never happening.
No.
No.
No. Not with these videos floating around and those kind of comments. Yeah.
At no point does he ever sort this out.
That's his peak. That's his peak technology, Kevin.
This is, I mean, it's a delicious piece of boomerism.
Yeah, that was amazing. No, that was better than I thought it was going to be. Actually, I laughed more at more things than I thought I would laugh at. When you
And
just
I
described
think,
it.
yeah, I think he said that I'm not. He mentioned you, didn't he? But I think you're nothing, Kev. You're nothing without Kristi was in the But Hurt stream. But I'm fucked because I didn't timestamp anything, so I have no idea
yeah.
when. But he literally says, "Oh, Kristi Winters is awesome. You'd be nothing without her." Okay, I mean, you're sort of correct, but not in the way you intend, I think.
Oh, that's a sort of divide and conquer.
Yeah, exactly. And they do this. Well, they do this on both of us. You'll notice when Bering was really going hard at you, he was like, "Now Kev's all right, but Kristi's an evil piece of shit."
Yeah.
That's what they do. It's the like juxtaposition of the other person's fine and you're a terrible person to try and make you feel really bad, and you're not worthy in some way, which is sort of true.
Again,
I'm not worthy.
A lot of psychologically abusive.
Your evilness is my goal. You're the bar at which I become that evil.
you and Ren had a civilized conversation. It was an easy back and forth. You didn't like go out of your way to like say horrible things, make accusations against people that I saw. And I think, like I said, I watched 20 or 30 minutes of it.
Well, you missed the bit where we said he was literally Hitler.
Obviously. Oh, did I?
Yeah, definitely. But this is the thing, all the way into the lead up to this, because he was tweeting all fucking day in the build up to this conversation on Saturday.
Not working.
Sunday morning. Not working on the thing he's being paid tens of thousands of dollars to do by
or not do, as a case,
or not do. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And he doesn't care.
And he was saying, all Ren does is call people a Nazi. She didn't once call any of them a Nazi. In an hour and a half, I think we talked, or an hour or something. Yeah, she didn't once call them Nazis. I did call them fascists, and it would have been perfectly reasonable for her to go, yeah, they are. She didn't even do that.
But you're the hero of Comicsgate, Kevin.
I am the hero of Comicsgate.
You're the hero. They love you. They love those fascists when you call them a fascist. They love it.
Yeah, they love it. Yeah, exactly. That's not blatant self-defense mechanism for your own really fragile ego, guys. Honest. Definitely. Anyway.
Well. You had a busy weekend.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun, yeah.
The
Patriots won the Super Bowl. How did the Packers get on?
We'll see next season. You know.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, I honestly, like everyone. Well, no, they're not the Yankees, but you know they've got issues. But that doesn't happen. What happens on the field, you know, is different.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this has been quite an interesting experience. A peek inside the world of Comicsgate and see an active culture of man babying all over the internet.
Yeah.
Do you think you made a new friend that he loves you? Is he going to be obsessed with you too?
Very possibly. I mean, I seem to attract lots of weird men trying to come in my house when I'm in the shower.
Sargon talks about you all the time. You're going to have to tell Ethan, get in line. Carl's been on waiting for a couple of years now.
Exactly. I've been cock teasing that motherfucker for ages. Absolutely. That's a weird
maybe that's another reason he doesn't like Carl.
Yeah, exactly. He is. He's bitter.
Jealousy.
Exactly. He's just. I don't know why it is about my bitches trying to tear each other down. It's a shame.
Your side chicks.
There's so much curve to go around, guys. Just
be patient.
Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. Good things come on those who wait.
He came on your stream.
He did.
He did say that.
And if he asks nicely, I'll come on his back.
You heard it here first.
Exactly. That's a cast iron guarantee. You can do your one-on-one debate at Comic-Con with Ren, and then me and you will hit one of the back rooms and you get a little bit freaky.
And on that bombshell.
Exactly.
Any parting words, Kevin? Besides that,
I haven't been able to get Kraut's Twisted Plums out of my mind.
I was going to ask, had that actually all this drama pushed the what were they called? Castanellas? Some people that corrected us in the chat last time. I've already forgotten it. The musical instrument castanets. Yes, Kraut's castanets.
Kraut's castanets.
I did say yes. Oh, I said that in the last show.
Kraut's castanets and cleaved cock. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It sounds like a band.
It does. It sounds like an awesome tribute band to the Beatles. No, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So, no, I haven't. I've thought of little else all
front
week.
And center.
Well, they have to be. Yeah, that's where they usually are. Certainly, very central. Yeah. I
have to say, they had completely left my mind until I thought back to the trauma that was our last happy hour for you.
It was a beautiful thing.
But really, it was the last 10 minutes that counted the most.
Well, that is literally what she said.
Yes. Yes. And by the way, I did remaster the audio on that, and I attached it to a version of a mirror of that Hangout, which is on my Hangout now, and I will also be uploading that to the podcast as soon as I have a free minute.
I can't help but feel slightly offended that you've messed with my audio, because I did. I specifically thought to myself, I'll make the first 20 minutes of it absolutely unlistenable. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, we realized afterwards, or I did anyway, that if we're going to do a stream where I'm doing the audio the entire time, I should control the audio, even if it's Kevin's turn.
Yeah,
That's the new rule at the
That's
happy
the new
hour.
rule.
Put that up on the board. Put a post-it up.
Exactly.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been hilarious. I
It
have
was a lot of fun.
my introduction to Ethan Van
Skyver.
Skyver. Why is he so forgettable? Can I just call him
Because
Ethan
he is.
Van?
But and I also find it funny because skiving in Britain, to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
skiver, literally means to slacken off, to be lazy. So
Can
I
I-
mean that actually really works in British slang.
I might just have to call him Ethan Van because I don't want you to keep having to tell me what it is. So
Well,
anyway,
just EVS is the,
no. I
the
like Ethan Van better. It's stupider.
Ethan Van Halen.
Yes, Ethan Van Halen. This is my introduction to him. What an asshole! And this was hilarious. No, I mean, legitimately, like, okay. The problem is that when people troll and it causes other people suffering, that's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But his reaction, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
It's-
led like a year-long, well, it's slightly more than a year, isn't it? Harassment campaign against various people, creators they don't
bullshit.
like and things. And yet, me calling him a feckless dimwit was enough for him to go, "You fucking asshole, you dickhead!" Oh, for fuck's sake, you thin-skinned little child. God.
Yeah, guys, it's just the internet. Move on. Like, people
Yeah.
criticize other people.
that's the thing,
You do it all the
it-
time, and you don't have to do it to the point of people getting abused, because then you're not actually doing things on the merits. You're trying to bully people into silence.
Yeah.
And the free speech people should be against that.
Well, these people they do pretend to be free speech people,
Of course they do.
but of course he's friends with Ian Miles Chong.
Yeah. Someone said on Twitter, and it was very well put, that wherever you find a free speech defender, you also find someone who wants to get rid of academic freedom.
Yep. Of course.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, and on that quip, because we already had a bombshell.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can never have too many bombshells.
that's true. So thank you to people in the chat. Boom, for listening. Thank you for the people or listening, for watching. People in the future. Thank you, Kevin, for coming on and explaining all of this and also having such a good laugh.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
This was a very good time. And yeah, goodbye from me. And oh, sorry, Kevin. Kevin is not only awesome, he's hilarious. He is our SJW king. He definitely went out on the field of battle, and the guy just ran around screaming his head off. And then Kevin's like, "I'm out here."
Yeah, and I'm so regal. I'm literally sat on a horse right now.
Yeah.
You can't tell because I haven't got the camera on, but I'm sat on a horse
So
in a full suit of armor. It's amazing.
declaring victory
Yeah,
on behalf of social justice people
exactly.
everywhere.
Carrying a massive sword, by which I
Yes.
mean my penis.
And on that triple bombshell,
Exactly.
I will say good night. Good night for me, and good night from Kevin the Great. Say goodbye, Kevin the Great.
Goodbye, Kevin the Great.
Yeah, you did the bit.
I did the bit.
Bye.
Bye.